Connecting to the Crusader and Tumbler, or Tumbra, whatever it is, called. I don't remember how to say it, I need to see the word to say it properly. Now, heading up. Missed this one? Definitely gone ahead and done that one already.
Crusader Industries continues to surprise ship enthusiasts around the Empire. Initially known for their commercial transports like the Genesis Starliner and the Hercules Starlifter, Crusader has been expanding into the civilian market with the introduction of their Ares Starfighter and Mercury Starrunner. Needless to say, the future is bright for this titan of astroengineering.
First up, we'll go ahead and have a look at the, what the hell's Crusader at? We'll look at the Crusader Hercules C2, I suppose, first? Whichever one of these three that is. That one? That was the M2. I'll do that one first. I'll do that one over there. I suppose it's that one.
Unlike many of their competitors, Crusader Industries dedicates as much effort on their employees as they do on their products. Recognized as one of the UEE's best employers in 2943 and 2946, Crusader not only offers competitive pay and benefit programs to all employees, but also houses extensive in-house training and education programs to foster talent and take their workers to the next level of their career.
So heading over to the C2, which I'm going to assume is this thing. Yes it is. I think the button for a minute is over here. Never actually opened the front of it. It's on this side. So tiny, but it does let me open it. Okay. Well, that's going to take a while to come out. So while it does, the pilot has access to 2 size 4 gimbals, which can be changed to 2 size 5 gimbals. No, 2 size 5 fixed, which means you can go ahead and get the new size 5 ballistic weapon, which means you have like 3 minutes of firepower, and then you run out of ammo. It also has 2 remote size 4 dual turret things. So 2 remote turrets which have 2 size 4s. The whole thing has 2 size 3 shield generators, 1 size 3 power plant, 2 size 3s coolers, and a quantum drive. The quantum drive is a size 3, which means you can fit the TS2, and it'll take you 5.5 minutes to go to anywhere in the system or less. So put Alistar to Microtech, 5.5 minutes. Now heading inside the ship, we can go ahead and go to Habitation, or Recreation apparently. Recreation is a kitchen with a TV, some seats I suppose, fridge. I just sort of got everything in here. Heading back to the main deck and then going to the other side, when it opens. There we go. We'll go ahead and go past that, which is some kind of like giant ass engine something or other. Apparently we have 2 sides of no. Where's the other side? Recreation on the other side, habitation on the other side. You have 2 beds. Well, that's not good. I hope there's a pilot only accommodation somewhere then. If there's only 2 beds, that's it's not good enough, because that means you always have to have 1 person awake. You can't have everyone sleeping. Which also means that it would be shared accommodation. Shared accommodation it looks like then. So obviously all of these things are little openy things. And I believe this one has a little openy symbol up here unless they've fixed it. Seem to have fixed it. But how do I open it? Does the show editions not let you open it? So in there you have nothing. Guess that's just storage. Oh, on this side, if it lets me open them. You have nothing again. Guess the components must be back here then. So behind me you have what appears to be the cooler. In front of it you have what appears to be maybe the power plant? I don't know. They're pieces of the ship. I don't know what pieces they are. Can I have to open this one? Can I open this one? Like the buttons are all just sort of too small and in strange places. I guess I can't open that one. It's on the other side, just duplicate the other? I hope so, because redundancy is kind of needed. Can't even open that one. I can open this side thing though. What's in it? Oh, on this side it seems to be one of the coolers and probably a power plant? So I'm going to guess the other cooler must be on the other side or something. I don't actually know what those parts are. Maybe these ones are the coolers. I don't know, nothing's labelled for some reason. Simply says Crusader Industries and deck and nothing else. Doesn't actually tell you what anything is in the ship apparently. That one's obviously the shield generator. You can tell because of the shape. Is there a shield generator on the other side? Yes it is, which is stupid. Because if you get a railgun shot straight through it, both of them are gone. Shitty design, CIG. Weapon racks? Maybe storage or something on these? Escape pods. You have 4 of them. What's this thing? Not a clue. What's another clue what that is? Now you have pilot seat here, and then you have co-pilot seat over there. I believe the co-pilot can have access to the turrets. You seem to have 4 MFD screens for the pilot. They're in kind of a stupid position, to be honest. They're like a giant staircase, if you want a staircase to break your ankles. Jump into the pilot seat and just double check if you can or can't use the remote turrets from here. But there's 2 remote turrets, so... Nope, you can use both remote turrets from here, so I guess you can only have one of the remote turrets active at a time. You have one on the bottom, one on the top. Heading to the outside of the ship. Obviously it is humongous, but nowhere near as big as the Reclaimer. But it's still big. And the camera position needs to be fixed because that's just stupid how zoomed in it is by default. The ship is ginormous apparently, I can't get the whole bloody thing in frame. Yep, looking around this with the camera is gonna be a pain in the ass for anyone that actually owns it. Now, as far as I'm aware, all of the interiors are more or less the same, but I'll go through each of them individually anyway. So jump out of this one and move to the next one. This one was the C2. The C2 is basically just for cargo and civilians. It doesn't have all that much firepower, so good luck defending yourself all that easily, other than the fact it has 2 size 3 shield generators and a crap ton of hull HP. Now this ship is perfect if all you want to do is move around vehicles and cargo. Now moving over to the other side to the M2, it has 2 size 4 gimbals which can be 2 size 5s. It has 3 remote turrets which each have 2 size 4s. It has 2 size 3 shield generators, 1 size 3 power plant, 2 size 3 coolers and a quantum drive. It's size 3 again, so it will take you 5.5 minutes to go from Port Olisar to Microdeck. there's not much down here. Trying to figure out what the difference between this one and the other ones are. Corkscrew. This one seems to be some kind of dropship variant because it has a crap ton of seats. It also has an entire armory, which has a crap ton of space, escape pods, weapon racks, everything. Is that a chair? Okay, well there's a chair in here for some reason. Wait, what? Suits, weapons. Okay, apparently these aren't escape pods, they are suit storage. So maybe at some point we'll get powered suits or something. Heading over to the other side, we have habitation. Inside here you have kitchen. You have 3 beds, which I guess is for shared accommodation between the 3 turret users, which actually you can't use them all at the same time anyway. Like, there's 3 beds in here and there's 2 beds in the other one, so I'm gonna guess that maybe there's 3 seats in the cockpit or something. Or maybe one of those is the armourer, one of those is the pilot, one of those is the co-pilot. But in the C2 it seems to be pilot and a co-pilot, which is why there's 2 beds. There are definitely a lot of more escape pods in here. There's 8 in total, but they're all at the front. Yeah, okay, so you have 1 turret user there, yeah, 1 gunner seat, 1 co-pilot seat, and then 1 pilot seat, which means you can use 2 of this thing's turrets at once, and then have someone flying. It has the same MFD loadout and everything as the other one, which is just simply 4 MFD screens for the pilot. And in some kind of weird, if you try to run up the stairs, you'll break your legs formation. Now I believe the elevator is supposed to go from the top to the middle and even outside. So let's just double check if that's true. Now I don't like using elevators, I like using the ladders. Because as a older player, I've died a lot of times to elevators, but I've not died yet to the ladders. But then you have new players that will go ahead and say, don't use the ladders, they kill you, and they'll use the elevators. But the elevators also kill you. So I've died, even in this patch, to an elevator at one point. Why is it floating? I don't think it's supposed to come out of the ship, because 1, that didn't open. 2, there's nothing actually holding it. I think this is a bug. I don't think it's actually supposed to go outside, is it? Like, surely not. Like, CIG, what the fuck? Fix it. That's weird. Wrong. No. Now, anyway, just... I'm gonna ignore that. That's just stupid. Now, heading over to whatever the fuck that one is. So, the A2. You have the same size 4 gimbals, which can be 2 size 5 fixed. You have the same 2 size 3 shield generators, 2 size 3 power plants, 2 size 2 coolers, and a size 2 quantum drive as the other ones, although I think the other ones might just have 1 power plant, but this one has, well, it has a hell of a lot of turrets. So it has 7 turrets, it has 3 remote size, no, so it has 3 remote turrets that have 2 size 4s, it has 2 remote turrets that are a single size 5, and it has 2 remote turrets that are twin size 5, so 2 size 5s. Now I believe this one also has bombs, but Urkel for whatever reason is not showing them, so I'll have to jump in and count them myself. Now, people seem to say that you can go ahead and jump in the ship and shoot the bombs, and they'll blow up. Does CIG not know what arming is or something? Bombs are safe. You can go ahead and blow up the bomb as long as it's not been activated, and it won't actually have like a massive boom like it's designed to do. It'll just sort of be blown to pieces by whatever explosive you used. So if it is true that I can just stand here and shoot it and blow up, CIG, you're being stupid. So you seem to have 4 of these bombs. I don't know what size they are because Urkel's not telling me, which is stupid. You obviously have a reduced amount of storage space in here because of those. which means you can't get as many vehicles in here. So a Spartan, for example, you can only get one in here. You might be able to mangle two in here, but good luck trying to open them and actually get out, because the doors fold out way too far. Now I'm going to head upstairs into the ship. So heading around here, we have, I don't know because somebody opened the door. We have turrets, which apparently is not automatic, which is bizarre. So in the turret room we have 4 chairs for turrets. We also have an armory, and the armory is the same as the other one. So in here I believe that you get access to, actually let's find out. They'll be the same, so whatever's on this side will be on the other side, and whatever's behind me will be on the other side as well. So jumping into this one, powering on.
Crusader Industries.
How do you even access it?
Systems on.
Come on game, I want to use it so I can find out what it is. But it doesn't let me find out what it is. So you have access to 4 turrets in here. What ones they are, I don't know, because CIG has no wisdom, which means I can't check. You have the same stuff at the back over there. Habitation over here. Which once again has a kitchen. It's the exact same kitchen as the other one. You have 8 beds, and you have 8 people in total on this ship. 7 turret users and a pilot. So considering 4 were in there, I don't know where the 7th one will be. Or are there 4 seats in the back over here? Nope, so I guess you can use 6 turrets at once and have a pilot. Which is strange. Unless I'm missing something. How do you use all of the turrets at once? Because as far as I can tell, the C2 only lets you use 1 turret out of the 2 at any one time. The M2 lets you use 2 out of 3 at any one time, and this one seems to let you use 6 out of 7 at any one time. Anyway, it has the same 4 MFD screens and not really much to it. If you want to bomb the ever-loving fuck out of 250 meter diameter areas on the floor, then you want to go ahead and get this one. And then it, 250 meter radius, 500 meter diameter, I believe. So if you want to bomb the fuck out of 500 meter circles, you can go ahead and use the A2. If you want to go ahead and shoot the ever-loving crap out of other ships, use the A2. Just don't open the, just don't open it. Because if any of the ship bullets come straight in, you could potentially get blown up from the inside out. And then if you want to go ahead and have more firepower than what the C2 has, you can get the M2. So here in the middle we have the Tumbril, where is it? Where's the name? I'm trying to say it, but I can't see the words, so I can't read it. Yeah, we have the Tumbril Nova Tonk. It is the Tonk, officially the Tonk. So don't try and say tank. It is a tank, but it is the Tonk. This one, when you're referring to this one, is the Tonk. Now it is humongous. It has a giant gun. It has missiles. It has a sub-like machine gun thing. And it has a fucking torch on the bottom. That torch should be on either the top or be split into 2 and 1 on each side of the turret. Because tanks are made to shoot downwards as well. But this one shoots in a straight line or upwards. That's it. You can't shoot anything that's below you unless you can go ahead and find a hillside to sort of lurch off of. Is that size 0? That's bloody tiny. Jesus Christ, that's small. What about the power plant? What the size 0 stuff is absolutely absurdly small. Like, wow. Anyway, there's not a lot in here. You have access to gunner seat. Let's find out what the gunner seat has. But the gunner seat is remote, so that's good at least. Does it let me use it? Yes, remote turret. This is the machine gun, I believe, unless it's actually the giant bloody gun. It's something. It controls something. I'm not able to move anything, so I can't find out. But it has military spec server parts here, which is actually just old server tech like we have currently, rather than the really tiny ultra compact blades that you have on ships and stuff. These are actually big ones. Now at the front here you have... don't know. How do you get in the seats? So on this side you have the driver's seat, and on the other side you have passenger seat. Let's jump in the driver's seat. So you get 4 MFT screens. Seems like you can use the main gun from the middle here. Does this not have... I think it has a little machine gun then. Looks when it does. So it just seems to have a giant gun and missiles. Those are fucking guns on the top. Alright, anyway, let's just read its specs. So it holy fuck. So it has a main turret, the Slayer. It has a gun turret, which is 2 badges. I don't know what size it is because it's not saying, so stupid. It has what? It has 2 special size 6 missile racks, which are the 6122. They hold 12 size 2 missiles each for a total of 24 missiles on a tank, along with a 40-shot main barrel. I don't know if that's physical or energy. I hope it's energy. No, it's a ballistic cannon. You get 40 shots at the Slayer and you have 24 missiles. After you've used all of that, you're out and you have to resort to the badges. It has 3 size 0 shield generators, 3 size 0 power plants, and 2 size 0 coolers. I only managed to find 1 of each. So you definitely have a shield generator there. You definitely have... no, you have the shield generator, coolers underneath it. There's 2 of them. Where's the other stuff? Okay, so over here you also have 1 of the shields and 1 of the power plants. So I found 1 power plant, I found 3 of the shields, 2 of the coolers, because there are only 2 coolers, there are only 3 shields, but there's 3 power plants. Where's the other one? Anyway, it's a tiny it's a tiny land vehicle, which is actually massive at the same time. It should be as big as it is. Go ahead and compare the person to it. Well, it's way too big. When you go ahead and run inside, it's still taller than you are. This needs to be crushed down so that you have to walk around the tank like this, which is how it should be. You shouldn't be able to stand up in a fucking tank, because it makes it way too big of a target, way too easy to hit and spot. It's just stupid. The IAE doesn't seem to actually design things properly. Right, anyway, let's go ahead and head downstairs. I say head downstairs, I was going to keep myself onto the stairs. I've lost health again. Now down here we have the rovers. So we have an RN, we have an RC, and we have the Cyclone normal one on this side. So let's just bring up what those are. So the normal Cyclone just simply has 1 size 0 shield, power plant and cooler. That's it, it could drive around as well. The Tumbril RC has the same size 0 shield, power plant and cooler as the other one, but this one has a boost, so you can actually go ahead and speed up a lot quicker than the other ones can, and maintain that speed for longer until you run out of boost. We also have the RN. The RN is a reconnaissance vehicle. I'm going to guess it has like a lower signature radius or something. It would make sense if this is like a stealth version of the Cyclone. Now let's go ahead and head to the other side if there's anything there. Is there? Yeah, there's the rest of the tumbrils. Let's go over there. So over on this side you get the TR. The TR has one size 1 turret. That's it. It's a Cyclone with a size 1 turret. We also have the AA. The AA, it has 2 size 2 missile racks and a size 1 EMP, which means you can house 4 size 1 missiles or 2 size 2 missiles. The other one I'm going to have to guess is the MT, so let's bring that one up first. Yeah, so the MT. Now the MT doesn't fit in a lot of vehicles, and nor do these other two. That one is iffy what it fits in. That one doesn't fit in very many things, and that one basically fits in almost nothing. So this one has 1 size 1 turret alongside 2 size 3 missile racks, which allows you to hold 8 size 1s or 4 size 2s. Now as far as I'm aware, the only one of these that actually has boost is the RC on the other side, because it's the racing variant. So these things are excellent ground vehicles for going ahead and getting from A to B. The 3 in front of me are good at shooting things, so one can defend itself kind of from like a ground force, for example, because it has shields, which means they have to shoot you quite a bit before they can actually kill you versus just being on foot. The other one has obviously a few missiles, and then the other one has a heck of a lot of missiles. So these are good ships for A to B. Some of them are good for defense and attacking, especially if a swarm of them. That'd be cool. Now heading over into the concept hall. Is there anything in there? Concept hall. Concept. Yeah. Let's go to the concept hall. Over into the concept hall, we have these. What else? These are the Tumbril Rangers. So these are literally just bikes. We don't have them yet because bike tech isn't in. Adaptive tires, reactive response, precision steering and braking. The Tumbril lets you embrace renegade spirit of the open road while staying thoroughly grounded. But adventure doesn't always go to plan, so the Ranger TR comes equipped with dual weapon mounts to make sure you're more than covered. I'm going to guess that'll be 2 size 1s. And the concept seems to be sized wrong because that's a single seater. And it's absolutely massive in comparison to the character that sized it wrong. It looks bigger than what it's actually going to be when it comes out. Is one on the other side any different? No, also the TR. Will I get one of these when it comes out? Yes, I probably will. But I'd go ahead and test it as a rent first, and then buy it if I actually want it. So we'll need to wait for these to be added to the game. Heading over to the other side. Is there anything in it? Yep. There is whatever this is. Let's find out what this thing is. This is the Crusader Genesis Starliner. The Genesis is yet another landmark in Crusader Industries. Proud history of transport designs, the ship utilizes award-winning manufacturing techniques and the highest quality parts to create one thing, a next-generation passenger ship at a price that won't break your budget. So this is just going to be a ginormous, like a ginormous airliner. Maybe it's able to just ditch a shitload of ships or shitload of people on the floor or something. But if these things are escape pods, then this thing is going to be absolutely ginormous. Would I get it? No, because I don't move people from A to B. I'm not like a giant explorer that will go ahead and take 20-day ventures to the frickin' sun. Which, so the sun is not actually on the plane that the map is. It's like 20 days above it. And people have gone ahead and actually flown to it. Through bugs and crashes and everything, they actually did manage to get to it, which is absurd. Now, I don't know if I've covered everything or if there's anything more, so let's find out. I think there should be more, because I don't think I've covered the Mercury or anything. But which one of the halls are they in? And over here, they're in that hall. So we still have to cover the Ares and the Mercury. So I'll cover the Mercury first, and then the two of the Ares, and then I'll actually rent the Ion and go and fly it for a little bit. Because I want to see what it's like, and I may as well show you that last, and then actually show you what it's like by simply using it. Once again, I'm wiggling my legs, so mass movement is kind of janky and all over the place. Especially considering I use it at 12,000 DPI, which means I move it about an inch, and it goes from one side of one of my screens to the other side of my third screen. For screens, I have a 4K in the middle, a 4K off to the right, a 1080p above the middle one, and a 1080p to the left of the middle one. The two 1080p ones are a custom resolution at 4K, so they get downscaled and then sent over to the other one. So I can have everything on a 150 size. Where am I going? I don't actually know. Yeah, found them. Just double check there's nothing else. There's nothing else. So I'll look at the Mercury Starliner in the middle, then I'll look at the Ion. I'll look at the Mercury, then I'll look at the Inferno, then I'll look at the Ion and take the Ion out and fly it. And it seems to have an information board, which seems to only be for the newer ships. Hang on a step. So, Mercury Starliner, where are you? Crusader, Mercury, where is it? Mercury Starliner. So the Mercury Starliner has 2 size 3 weapon hardpoints available to the pilot. It has 2 manned It has 2 manned turrets, 2 size 3s on each of them. It has 4 size 3 missile racks, which allows you to have 16 size 1 missiles or 8 size 2 missiles. It has 2 size 2 shield generators, 2 size 2 power plants, 2 size 2 coolers, and a quantum drive. It has a little hidey hole on the side, basically. The light keeps turning on and off. So it has a shielded box here in front of me, which is for cargo that you want scans to miss. It also has, like, it's completely hidden. I can't remember, is that for this or that? This is supposed to be hidden, but for some reason it's not. I believe that there is a button, yeah. So you can go ahead and close that. It looks like some kind of access panel. The security guard coming in probably won't ask you to open it. But you can go ahead and ferry people in this little hallway thing, which automatically ducks you into here. It looks like crap. There's not a hell of a lot of space. It's uncomfortable. It goes throughout most of the ship. So it'll be for maintenance as well as people smuggling and illegal goods travel, and it's a giant fucking maze. I hope you're mapping it along with me. What the hell is this area? So this is in the maintenance area, which goes directly to the cargo bay. So I guess this is another hidden door. Okay, now let's go ahead and go this way. Again, I hope you're mapping it in your head along with me, because you'll probably be down here at some point, and you'll want to know where you're going. Okay, so there's nothing eventful that way. Let's go ahead and take the turning that I didn't last time, which is to the right here. Heading to the right. I think that goes up to... I can't stand up. What goes to recreation? Is there a ladder? Third person camera, go. Come on. Come on, camera. Well, you can jump down from there. You don't seem to actually be able to go back up it. It definitely doesn't let me stand. Closed door, open door. So we'll go up there and have a look at the other side in a minute. There's nothing eventful up this side. Let's return to the cargo bay in a second, and then go upstairs and look into the rest of the ship. Seems to be another hidden entrance into here. This one actually lets me look up. We'll find that in a bit. So there seems to be 4 entrances down here. You can obviously have people down here. There seems to be lights and stuff. Obviously you can go ahead and hide some things from scanners down there. So it has this area here which can hold most of the cyclones. And it can hold things like the rock, for example. I think I've shoved 4 rocks in here at one point. Now elevators, as I said, they kill you. So if you get the ship, just simply use the ladder. It's also quicker. Why isn't it working? Okay, well the ladder don't work, but you can just climb straight up past it. So in here, this one's obviously meant for data running, so it has a lot of servers which are good for hacking and data storage and everything that's going to be associated with that. Apparently we have scanning over on this side, which used to be not scanning. So I'm going to guess that'll be for going ahead and scanning and hacking ships and stuff. I can't get out because the door's not opening and it closes straight after. So you have access to 2 turrets here, which are obviously the only 2 in the ship. One of them goes down, one of them goes up, because one's on the top, one's on the bottom. You have a entrance down there, just in front of where the bridge is. Where was the other entrance then? There was another entrance, I don't know where it is. Aha, there we go. So inside recreation, you have the chessboard there, which moves over that little hole, which obviously stops you from being able to go down. There's like a little mini kitchen area in here, some seats. Obviously you got the chessboard there, which has chess pieces today. I'm just going to take one of them. So you have a habitation on the other side. Habitation is quite big. It has 3 beds. Another entrance down to the bottom. Guess that's where the other entrance was then. Okay, that means that there's 5 entrances. 3 that go downstairs. I must have missed one then. When I was walking around, I just not looked up. So there's 5 ways to get into the little, well, little illegal hole at the bottom. Why is this door opening? Can't get to the cockpit because the door ain't opening. Doors. the hell? Well, apparently I can't show you what the cockpit looks like of the Mercury Starliner. So I'll find out if Morphologist has a video on it, and then I'll just simply link that one. Because I can't get into the fucking cockpit. Anyway, heading back outside, I guess I'll have to run around the bloody thing to go ahead and show it. So, people keep trying to say, oh, the Mercury Starliner is like Han Solo's ship. No, it's not. This is nothing like any ship that's ever been in Star Wars. Like, it has a cutaway. That's it. That's about as close as it is. Han Solo's ship is all rough and jagged, and its scaling is wrong because it's bigger on the outside, tiny on the inside. It is a hell of a lot rounder. The shape is entirely different. Same Han Solo ship. It's fucking bespoke to this game. Anyway, turning around and looking at the Ion, I'll bring up its information. Where is it? Crusader Ares Inferno, sorry. So the Inferno has one size 7 ballistic weapon. It has 2 size 5 missile racks and 1 bespoke size 7. So you can hold 16 size 2 missiles, or you can go ahead and hold 2 size 5s alongside 12 size 3 missiles. It has 2 size 2 shield generators, 2 size 2 power plants, 3 size 2 coolers, and a size 2 quantum drive. So 5.5 minutes to go ahead and get from Port Olisar to New Babbage. Now looking on the outside, you can see that the gun is friggin' huge. Now this is a heavy fighter. I don't know if it's going to let me jump on it. Okay, apparently in 1G gravity you can't jump onto it to have a look above it. I don't know if it has an interior, but considering it's a heavy fighter, it probably doesn't. I will try and find one anyway, just because why not? If there is one, CIG doesn't want to let you get to it. If there isn't one, I'm wasting my time trying to find one. But yeah, so this ship has about 5 minutes worth of shooting before its clip runs dry. It does not have an interior outside of its normal cockpit apparently. So let's go ahead and head inside. Then I can look at the cockpit, what's in it, and then look at the outside of the ship. But first I need to figure out how you get in. Okay, so that little thing folds away, and then you can climb up a ladder into the pilot seat. So in the pilot seat you have 4 MFD screens. On the outside you have... To be honest, it seems more like a Drake ship, just like the 400i does. They don't seem to be Crusader or Origin ships, those two. So this one is very unrefined and has a ton of vital components just simply sat there ready to be shot at for some reason. Now it's very wide, it's very long, it's very big, it's very slow and clunky. So it has 2 size 2 shields, obviously. But if I go ahead and bring up how much hull HP it has, it might turn out that you die before your whole HP goes down if you get shot at ballistics. So let's go ahead and find out. This is the Ares Inferno. So it has 30,000 hull HP, which is about a third more than a F7, and it's 3 times more basically than a Sabre. So if you had an Inferno against a Inferno, you'd probably take out the hull before you take out the shield. Because the shield will obviously go down and charge back up, and go down and charge back up. If you manage to knock it out, you blow them up very easily. But at the end of the day, ballistics against this kind of vessel is obviously going to be what you use. The same as, for example, the Redeemer. People are saying, oh no, it's too good, it shouldn't have 2 size 3 shields. It shouldn't have all this weaponry. It shouldn't be able to do what it does. It has like 1/3 of the HP. No, it has 1/4 of the HP of a Constellation. So if you go ahead and shoot at it with enough ballistics, it will go ahead and blow up. Now the Ion in front of me, this one has... I'll actually separate this into a different video. So on this side we have the Ion, which has the same fitting as the other stuff, but this one has a energy weapon instead of a ballistic one. So it has one size 7 SF-7E laser cannon. It holds 16 rounds in its capacitor, and it shoots very slowly, because obviously it's a cannon. It needs time to charge up, and then it needs to shoot it. So it has 2 size 5 missile racks. You can have 16 size 2, or 2 size 5s, or anything in between. You obviously get the 12 size 3 missiles, 2 size 2 shields, 2 size 2 power plants, 2 size 2 coolers, and a size 2 quantum drive. Now I'm going to go ahead and rent this and use this. Now let's go outside and see what the ship flies like. Right, so I waited for quite some time for those idiots to get out of their medbeds, but they wouldn't. So I went back to the menu, went back into the game, and I spawned on the floor and couldn't do anything. So I had to go back to the menu again, and then back into the game again. They need to fix loading time. It shouldn't be based on what the server says to load. It should be based on I can copy the entire fucking game from the drive that's on to itself in 2.5 minutes. It takes me 3 minutes to get into the menu and then into the game, which is unacceptably slow. Anyway, hopefully it actually saved that I rented the Ion. Yes, it did. I have to claim it for some reason. I have to go ahead and wait 3 minutes 20. Well, you guys don't, because I'll cut it again. Because of the magic of cutting videos, I should now be able to expedite it and go use it. Where is it? Where is it? Expedite. I don't know why I had to go ahead and claim it, to be honest. I rented it, and I'm above New Babbage where I rented it, so why did I have to claim it? Where is it? I'm bad to. Elevator came instantly. I love it when the elevator's actually there. See, I do need to make it so the elevators automatically go, right, it's been 15 seconds, and it fucks off back to the main lobby. Am I on a pad or in a hangar? No, I'm on a pad.
Crusader Industries, a journey
Try
worth
charging the
taking.
shields first,
Systems
and then the
on.
weapon afterwards, which will be charging trickle. And then I'll go ahead and stick it back to shields after the weapon's charged. And then we'll go ahead and accept a mission. You can have 19 when you have 100% power to the weapons. You have 16 when you don't. And you also have 16 when it's just equally split. So let's find a mission. Mercenary, illegal, bounty, no. Let's do an illegal surveillance. Let's see what it does to these things. Now I'm on the dark side of everything, so let's see what landing gear do. They do nothing, they just simply go away.
Landing gear up.
I just got into the wrong fucking place? Yeah. Yeah, I did. Power off.
Systems off.
Power back on. Now I have to recharge the fucking shields and everything again.
A journey worth taking.
It's not letting me target it whatsoever. Come on, you stupid piece of shit.
Quantum travel engage. Quantum travel complete.
Now, I've not flown this thing, so if I wind up crashing, it's because I've not flown it.
Quantum travel engage. Quantum travel complete.
Turn that off and fly over there. It accelerates kind of slowly, which means I'm going to have to flip the other way around to actually stop. I found one of the probes already. Hopefully I don't go out of lock range. Going somewhere, I don't know what direction I'm travelling on. Movement pip got broken and stuck. Everything to weapons. Too far away. It says I can shoot because of the speed, but it will only travel a set distance and stop.
Target destroyed.
I don't know how many of those hit before it died, but I think it was one. Let's find the next one. Next one's probably there. But up the speed limit to what I'm used to. You're enough probe. I'm going to get a lot closer this time and figure out how many shots it takes to take out one of these things. Whether it's one, or whether it's more. I suspect it was one, but it might have been more. Camera ship. It's a lot closer than I want it to be. Alright, so there it is, and
Target destroyed.
one shot and it's gone. One shot fireworks. Where is it? There it is. Where's the next one?
Target
That one took two.
destroyed.
But it has been destroyed. Something's just fucking targeting me. Something shoot missiles at me. Well, the game didn't want to play ball, so I have jumped ahead to here. So I played with it for about an hour. I like the ship. Fires really slowly. Would I buy it? If I wanted to fly a heavy fighter, I would definitely buy the Ion over the Inferno. And then if I wanted to go ahead and use a heavy fighter and fight things like an Idris, for example, or fight other large ships, I would obviously buy the Inferno. Because the Ion is more for small ships. Because it's good at ripping away shields, but the second the shield's gone, kind of worthless. But against small ships, it just kind of blows them up because it's an energy weapon, so the blast from it is probably about as big as the bloody ship you're shooting at.